Hey everyone, I just wanted to look a little bit at this JEC tournament. GEC is Jimmy Kane, a famous, I don't know what the word is, venture capitalist or one of these rich people who's also a famous sponsor for Bridge. But I think if you're watching this video, I think you're pretty much guaranteed to know him. And they're playing against the forums. I'm one of the people who played a few times in these games, but not now. So I'm just a kibitzer, like everybody else. And actually, I got a request from Sakuragi, who's one of our players, to try this to record a little bit. So I will. There was no way I could do 28 boards, and I will just look a bit and let me know if this makes any sense or anything. To do like a proper kibitzing video or a proper commentary, I think the fair thing would be to hide one of the people. Let's say I want to kibitz Sakuragi, I can just say kibitz East, and then everything else is hidden. But I don't think I will do that. I'm sorry, I will not be this objective. I should just do it, but no. So at the moment, Kane is leading 28 by 28 imps, so 57 to 29. Actually, a lot of pushes here and there, but then at some point they got a little streak here between board 7 and board 14, or even this one, yes. I wasn't really watching, I was watching a little bit. This is the other table score. So this looks quite promising for us. 7 spades just made. Maybe this will bring in something. 6 spades is yeah, I mean probably they will find this. This is really, West is way too strong, I think, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. At the moment, I will keep on saying we because I played on this team several times, and I know most of the people. Anthony Lee is a regular poster. Grzesiczki, I will never manage to pronounce it properly, but I think I'm not that far off. Grzesiczki, he's a common poster, and also he's commonly just stepping in to play. So we're just gonna look at the last 6 boards, and yeah, one of the things Sakuragi was asking is what the kibitzers are saying. I won't be able to tell you that, but yeah, I think this will be a push because the spades are high, and this is a trump, and the jack of hearts is high. Actually, there was a guess that was solved by Kane by jumping up with the ace of hearts. Probably, if I had to guess, probably there was already a complete count. So maybe this will be the board in which we can score, because 7 spades was bid and made. So I guess, oh yeah, and just to talk a little bit about the other team, Benito Garozzo, he's a legendary Italian player already. I think probably both of them are in their 80s, so they're not young and fresh as we are, but they have more titles than we do. And in general, I should say that these tournaments, these team matches are a little bit lopsided. So it has happened, I think, that there was like a 100 imp margin in 28 boards, or if not 100 imp margin, then definitely 100 imp scored. So, but we're not demoralized, and we obviously have a large pool of players. So we see that less than some number of controls, two diamonds, and now I guess Jimmy Kane needs to show slam try with both majors, arguably even slam force. Actually, with this hand, 5-5 in a major is over a 2 clubs opening. it's not bad to play, and this was one of the kind of my pet conventions, to play 2-no trump, so two clubs 2-no trump, 5-5 in the majors, and at least some interest in slam. The rationale behind this is simply that this is the hand that is least likely to be played in 3-no trump, so you don't need to worry about wrong siding anything. I think it's a little bit silly, to be perfectly honest with you, but it's pretty nice, I think. So 3 clubs is some kind of a Muppet, puppet, something, some kind of a statement like that, and 3 hearts shows no majors. And now Jimmy Kane needs to find some kind of a bid to show both majors. I mean, I really don't know their system. I mean, this typical view graph operator that doesn't know the system. 7 spades, by the way, is a very easy make as long as well, here it's very easy because indeed you just so spades are 3-2 and hearts are 3-3. So it's very easy to make. You just discard these 2 diamonds on clubs. Otherwise, I think maybe the best chance you can make is playing ace king of spades and then playing for a heart ruff, in case somebody has two spades and 2 hearts, so then they can't overruff you. Maybe you could argue about only 1 round of trump, take out only 1 round of trump, ace of spades, then ace of hearts, king of hearts, and then attempt to ruff 1. And in that case, maybe West could, if West ruffs in, then you can overruff with a king and hope that trumps are now 2-2. That seems a little bit worse for me, but I don't know. Both 6-card major. Okay, so I think, I mean, obviously you're supposed to write it not on the table chat, but to your in your bidding. But I think it's fine. Probably they have this figured out. This is actually a common treatment in Puppet Stamen, although so Puppet Stamen is a little bit frowned upon because you have better schemes available, like Muppet and inverted Muppet, and I don't even know all the names. Never really got into this Puppet Stamen craze, but I think if you prepare it properly, it will be quite a strong weapon. So if you play normal Puppet, then three clubs, 3 diamonds, and then 3 hearts would show 4 spades without 4 hearts. 3 spades would show 4 hearts without 4 spades, and then you would need something to show both majors, 4-4. That would be 4 diamonds, but here apparently it shows 5-5, which I don't know why, but it's apparently what they play. And 5-no trump is asking about maybe the trump quality, or maybe a pick a slam or something. 6 hearts is maybe answering the question about the trumps, maybe not. So there's various things to play. There's the misnamed convention Grand Slam force, which is actually doesn't force a Grand Slam, it just forces a normal slam and tries for a grand. But be that as it may. So 6 spades is actually very easy as long as hearts are not 5-1. Okay, on this lead, just about anything is very easy. But not to take away anything from Sakuragi. It's common to play to lead something active against small slams and something passive. Very often trump against no trumps. And Benito Garozzo lets this go to the 9, so ace 9. Okay. And I think you can just draw trumps and try hearts. Maybe try this only take out 2 rounds of trumps and then play. But I think that's even unnecessary. Maybe. But what if hearts are 5-1? Maybe that would have been interesting. Yeah, that's what he's going for. So he's going to play to ruff a heart in dummy. I think at least. Hmm. I mean, he's playing for an overtrick now, obviously. By the way, I have commentary rights, but I never really use them, so I don't know. I'm not maybe completely good enough for a to be a commentator, but it's mostly just a question of laziness. So 8 tricks, that would be fit. I think it's 14 missed Grand Slam or something. Oh, 11, but still. It's getting exciting a little bit, and apparently they missed a game here. By the way, the other table had oh, okay, it was some kind of an artificial auction in two clubs. So Anthony Lee and GQC6, they are I think regular partners. They actually signed up together, and Migri Zur Campanila. She's originally from Israel and now living in America. Jill Myers, uh, also in America. I think she represented the United States in women's competition. Garozzo is saying 7 was not so good. Probably he's right. But actually, it's funny that actually there wasn't a lot of Kibitzer chat. Okay, Sakuragi opens 1 spade, and the question is, will they reach game? And I don't know. I think you should. I mean, if it comes back 1 spade, 2 spades, pass. I would definitely just bid 4. You're also like vulnerable against knots. So I'm actually wondering how they missed. Oh, it was just a question of a very well timed preempt. Not sure if I agree with it, but I mean, also passing is not. You never win a team match by passing all the time. Although obviously you can lose one by bidding once too often. So yeah, it's various stuff. So that's why they missed game. And if they bid it, and they must bid it, I think, then we're completely back in the game. Yeah, the 7 spades, I think it's a little bit lucky, but if I had to guess how good Grand is, it's probably around 40 or something. And George is saying they're probably desperate because you're kidding us. Yeah, I mean, you can do various stuff. Yeah. Jimmy Kane is away from the computer, but we'll see what's going on. Okay. So 4 more boards to go. Yeah, 4 more boards to go. About this hand, maybe it's interesting to say. So 3 clubs, and then what do you do from east? It's a tough spot. I mean, you have 5-2 in the majors. If you double and your partner bids 4 hearts, I don't know what you're going to do. Of course, like the gut instinct is to bid for 4 spades, but then maybe your partner just had 7 hearts and nothing. So I think I'm okay with 3 spades, although obviously West passed, and I think that's also a reasonable decision. So it was really a well-timed preempt. And here, yeah, indeed, I was going to say 3 clubs looks like something to bid. Of course, it's one round too late, but there was no way he could know. Of course, if it's not your style, then it's not your style. And then, you know, mm, Johan Cruyff said, this famous Dutch footballer and philosopher said, every advantage has its disadvantage, and this is one of the hands. So if you're okay with a kind of dubious suit and outside aces and outside honors, then you will win some boards like this, and then sometimes you will lose some by missing some kind of called 3-0 trump because your partner will pass because they don't know what you have. But I mean, this is kind of sophistry. It kind of goes all kind of goes without saying. It's just bridge. Four spades is a good contract, even though right now I see that the queen Dalton will fall. You have these three losers. Yeah, it's true that you know that King Jack will be offside. So it's not an amazing contract, but you would like to be in it, I think. I'm not quite sure how they made an overtrick, or well, two overtricks, but that amounts to one overtrick here. Low to the jack and the ace. Well, you're just going to have to play on trumps here. And once you go to dummy and play one back, you will see. Of course, like the other way of playing it, if you really feel confident in what you're doing, is to lead the jack of spades. If you're really confident that South has the queen, you can lead the jack of spades, queen, king, and then on the way back you can either finesse the 9 or just hope that the 10 appears. But well, normally you would hope that the 10 appears. Like you would usually play like this if you're really positive that South has the queen. For example, on the basis of distribution, or just like they open 1-0 trump and you can place all the points. But it's really anti-percentage. Low to the 8 would work if South has queen 10 and forgot to it's called to stick in the 10. But so that would be like playing for a defensive mistake. I don't quite know why he's pausing. But in online bridge you have various sources for that. Okay. By the way, there's always lots of kibitzers everywhere. I think the other people, a lot of people here, yeah. Stars and non-stars, but they're all apparently silent. These ZZZZ people, they're watching from their mobile phone, or there is also this anonymous way of kibitzing. Okay. Not quite sure what he's thinking about because he can't play the 8. Or am I somehow disconnected or something? If I am, then can I write something to somebody? Low to the 8. Oh boy. I mean, that is really. It seems like it's throwing the match away. Of course, they can still misdefend if. But really, low to the 8 is really just giving up. Like low to the 8 is telling them that it's some kind of a weird poker move. Like you assuming that they wouldn't put in the 10 from queen 10. Now, of course, like North will have to find the hardship, but I mean he can just cash the ace of hearts and see a signal, so it won't really cost anything, and that's a big pity. No, it's another diamond. I guess the thing was that it was simply like he couldn't believe that East played like this. I wonder if Jimmy Kane could have signaled something, but it's quite amazing what's going on here. And 9 imps for us, so that's good. But it was really kind of a heart stopper. So I was wondering was, could Jimmy Kane not have discouraged there in diamonds? No, not 6 spades. This one. Okay. This low to the 8 is really amazing. But as you can see, whoever is playing, whoever, very stupido. So he's saying he was stupid, and maybe he was. I don't know, but I mean, you would normally try to, so you know that declarer is trying to discard something, and then you can just find out by cashing the ace of hearts what he's trying to discard. Maybe I don't see the whole situation, but I think that's the main point. Yeah, now he's going down 1, but what I was wondering is when he was playing this 9 of, then this 3 is maybe encouraging by Kane, and I think maybe he just forgot to signal properly. But okay, I mean, of course, if there's a diamond to cash, you can cash it after cashing the ace of hearts as well. Okay, so this will be a slam that we need to bid, otherwise the whole match is over, basically. But we are 8 imps away, so that's nice. And this was a 3-note trump down 1, so we could do a little bit better if we make it, which I can't see exactly, but whatever. Or maybe a bit 4 spades, but that seems to lose a diamond, a heart, a spade, and a club. With no real chances to do anything. 2 clubs, 2 diamonds. There was a slam missed by us after the same bidding, so it would go 2 spades, and now Sakuragi bid 4 spades, which I thought was a little bit weak. Like he just bid 4 spades. I think it was. No, not this one. It was this one, yeah, 13 imps. Because he had King Jack, and 4 card support. I would definitely do more. I mean, your partner opened 2 clubs, not 1 spade, as they say. So that's it. Yeah. I also need to get something to drink, and unfortunately I can't. Yeah, I hope I can cut this out. Just stay. Hi everyone, and we're back. Sakuragi bid 4 spades, so now we'll see if we will get. Now maybe Krzyzewski will say that he doesn't care, he's gonna bid on, but no. So I don't know, it's maybe a little bit of stubbornness from both sides. And now it's the exact same auction and the exact same result. I don't know what to say. I mean, obviously you're a pickup partnership, so you should kind of get used to each other's quirks on the fly. And I think with West's hand I would have just bid on, because it's apparently what Sakuragi plays 4 spades as is a little bit of something. So I would have bid on. With each hand it's difficult to say, but in general I think maybe So four spades should really show an absolute minimum, and maybe this qualifies, but I wouldn't think so. So yeah, but this, I mean, Rzeszwicki's hand is really, really good, like very good. Although obviously, if your partner across only has 4-3-3-3 with absolutely nothing, then it's hard to see how you're gonna make slam. Although even then, you might have some chances here and there. Let's say four spades and 3-3-3. Well, you would lose that diamond, and yeah, you would lose. You would lose at least a club, right? But of course, that's the absolute worst hand you can imagine. If your partner can have a king, it changes everything. But yeah, so I think that singleton and 5 guys support is already too much to beat four spades. But of course, it just depends on how you see these things. Maybe, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't make too much sense to bid three spades on nothing and four spades on something. So four spades should be weaker than three spades, and then the question is, where do you draw the line? Yeah. Maybe East thought he should be consistent with his previous choice. So the other hand for the record was king fourth. I don't know. So it was two kings and two jacks, and one in each suit, and four card support with the jack of spades. So maybe you could say that it's a similar playing strength. But here you could see that even just discard king of clubs and queen of diamonds, and six spades is an equally good contract, basically. And apparently our teammates will also get into 3-no trump, and I think the issue there is that the diamond 10 doesn't fall, so the diamond 9 doesn't get high, and that means that you just have three spades. A heart is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think that's it. Could there be some kind of a nice lead for us? Maybe or a low heart to the jack or something. I don't know. But, I am really sorry. I thought there would be more chat in the window, but sometimes they start chatting about nonsense. Sometimes they make fun of players. That's true. I've been one of those people. What I like to do is if I can finish before the others, then I join the other table and make fun of myself too a little bit in the chat. People seem to appreciate it, but I don't know. Jack is stuck, I guess. Not much to think about. The king of clubs lead would come in handy. Queen of spades as well, maybe that's how you can make. If North leads the queen of spades, thinking that maybe our partner has length because neither opponent bid them, but yeah, maybe that's a bit too much, and diamond lead seems okay as well. Low heart, if you play the jack of hearts and trick one, okay, diamond lead, so giving nothing away. George plays the king, and Yeah, I think almost anything will beat it. And I will do this typical commentary thing where you just press on Gib and explain that. And the hard switch is apparently necessary. So I didn't catch that. Last I counted, it was really just a trick. So maybe I miscounted something. So that's why is that? Club. Well, clubs are obviously hopeless, but I'm not 100% sure why. I mean, I can see that actually North is holding everything. So maybe there's some kind of a cool squeeze or a throw-in. Hmm. I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, if you play like Queen Jack of Diamonds, come back to your hand. Yeah, come back with what, right? Okay, let's say Queen Jack of Diamonds, Ace of Hearts, and just give away the last diamond. Then I think North is end played because you don't want to play on hearts and you don't want to play on spades. If you touch spades from that holding, you lose your spade trick. So I think that's how you were supposed to make it, and I think it's already gone. Yeah, but I think that's just double dummy line for people like me who just push Gib, Gib. Yeah, like that. So a hard switch is still deadly. Okay, so now you have this chance of playing. Yeah, but I don't know why you would do that. It's interesting that he didn't exit a diamond. But I'm not actually really sure what he was playing for by playing low, other than being kind of the normal thing to do, because you don't want to lose your heart entry to the diamonds. Maybe unblocking the spades would have been an idea, but of course, so everything I say here is with the caveat that I've done much worse things on camera and off camera. I actually don't know if anything I say here makes sense. So this is all with that caveat. But I think maybe unblocking the spades would have been a good idea, or failing that, then in this case, you should have played the Jack of Hearts, and then you have 9 tricks. Of course, it seems counterintuitive, but I think the point is that you can't. Yeah, I don't know. You will see more and more of this I don't know, and apparently it's down 2, and I really see no chance at all of making. You can take these 2 tricks and that will be down to 10 of diamonds and Queen of Hearts. Yeah, you know what I mean, diamond. 10 of spades and Queen of diamonds. So from a possible, I'm not good at imps, but I think from a possible 8 imp swing for us, it's gonna be 2 imps for them. It's definitely regrettable, but I mean there is no end play, nothing. No, I mean North's hand will just be high. That's it. Mr. Silafu can claim, and that's it also for our team. For this week at least, every Saturday we'll have it. And what will be the next one? It will be apparently a missed game, which I would have bid from North, but I mean you've seen me on camera this week, no, last week. I just bid game automatically from from a 6-card suit, but this is definitely a better board, a better hand than what was before. I would bid game from north, and so George is apologizing. Maybe he's right, but I don't know. I don't like 3-0 trump contracts. Of course, they're generally hardest contract to play is 1-0 trump, but with 3-0 trump you can make more money. So that's something. What's up with this hand? And yeah, it's always a question. This game tries. So North bid 3 clubs, and then South Anthony Lee decided that despite the fact that he has very good help in clubs, he's too weak to accept it, and I can definitely see that. It's a question of how you play game tries. Like there is this school that says invite light, accept heavy, or invite heavy, accept light. So if you invite heavy, that means that you only invite when you're close to game, and then you just accept very often. In that case, you could say that this like South should accept. But I think generally what people said was it's better to play invite. I don't even know which one. It's really something I don't really think about. These 2 schools, I just invite when I think I'm supposed to invite, and accept when I think I'm better than a minimum. But I think it could be an interesting thing to think about. This is gonna hurt a bit. Sakuragi doesn't believe this 4 spade bid after George bid 3 spades doubled. So yeah, I don't know. It's always a bit risky to double when all you have is yeah, I mean when you have no trump control, that's what they usually say, and for good reasons. But maybe, what if you lead a spade, then declarer plays a heart, then you play a spade again. Yeah, and I think it's possibly down, or oh, the thing is that he can play now the well, he's not playing a heart, of course, so you can take it in dummy even with the 8. Yeah, with the 8 is high, and now play a low diamond, and West is out of options. You don't need no, you don't need anything, so you don't need to set up hearts or anything weird like that. All the finesses are working, so George found the heart shift, which allows Sakuragi to play another spade, but it's not enough. And spade lead taken by the jack and another diamond. Oh, you don't even need to take it in dummy. No, I'm sorry. This will be a bunch of imps. Should have a game like this. I think it's probably like 12 or 13. So it's 790 minus 170. That's 550 points. No, that's not. It's 620 points. Just like game compared to a pass out. It is maybe a lucky make in some sense, but because you needed, I think, both finesses, so the club finesse and the heart finesse and the diamond finesse. But at the same time, sometimes maybe they solve the club finesse for you, or yeah. But anyway, I think yeah, I don't like this 3 club bid by North in our team, and I don't like the double. This double, well, West double is also a bit weird. I don't know, but anyways, this is board 28. They had to play 22 boards before this, so it's and actually they put up a very good fight, so I can't just come here at the last minute and start complaining about stuff. So that's also one way of looking at it. What else is going on? 7 tricks, and now he has to guess clubs. So he could play low to the 10, which would win, or low to the ace and low to the queen, which would also win. I think low to the 8 is pure nonsense. Oh no! Oh yeah, that's also a way of playing it. He really didn't believe Sakuragi's double, but it's actually not an issue. No, this is just a double finesse against yeah, that's it. Okay, so they made it, and it will be how many? 12 imps. So unfortunately, in the end, a bunch of bad boards, 27 imps, but there was at least some kind of excitement here. Yeah, well, thanks for watching. I will ask actually both of them if they're okay with me publishing this. If not, then, well, you won't see me. So yeah, I guess if you see this, it means they said yes. Thanks for watching, and see you around.